So we successfully got ourselves a message that pops up on this label. But you know what? I don't want it to be on this label. I want an entirely new pop-up window. I want a new message box instead. So now we're going to do something here, and I'm going to just type in a apostrophe. Now you see how that text turned green? What I have just done with that one little apostrophe is I have commented out this line. What does that mean? That means that when the computer is reading the code, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever, on line 17, which is the line that this is on, the computer is just going to skip it. The computer is just going to skip this line right here. So if I were to hit start, and I'll play this, and I'll go in here and I will just, hello, David, and click. It's not doing anything. Why is it not doing anything? Because I specifically told it to skip the line where I say, hey, my answer.text, this guy right here, is going to be equal to hello plus my name, which is right there. I told it to skip that specific part. So all it did was it, recorded my name and then did nothing else. Now, why would you want to comment something out? Well, maybe you have really long code or you're working with a team and you just want to put a little note, this is where this part happens, or this is where the error is, or this is where this is, so on and so forth. It's a way of organization. At the same time, maybe you're just having bits of parts of codes where, it's not complete, it's not this or that, the other, and you just want to skip it for right now. You don't want to test that one part. You can cancel it out, and then just by simply deleting that, see how the text is now back to being black and red? It is now back to being normal. But I am going to type the apostrophe there and keep it as a comment, because I'm going to instead now do something else with this button. I'm instead going to go MSG box, and I'm going to put parentheses, and inside those parentheses I'm putting quotation marks. And I'm just going to put hello, and then of course I will once again put the plus my name. So I did the same thing, but instead of putting this inside my LBL answer.text, I am now putting this in a message box. And you're probably thinking to yourself, what is a message box? You don't have a message box on here. You didn't go to the toolbox and put a message box in there. Well, I'll show you what a message box is. So now if I were to say, whoops, I'm in the wrong one. There we go. Now if I were to put David and click me to change text, because remember, we're skipping the part that's going to change the label right here. I'm going to go click this. And now I have a new message box that popped up that says, hello, David. And you know what? I can even go back in, and I can do both of these things. So I can just delete that comment right there, save. So now, on this, I'll have the text answer. Click this and click that. So now when I start, I'll have, let's just do something else. Let's change this to Ruth. So this is a label. Click to change me. Hello, Ruth, and hello, Ruth. It popped up both in unison. And I can hit OK, and I can, hit it again. It'll pop up again. And of course, click to close me. So we've made ourselves a new message box. We've made ourselves a new thing out of thin air. We've been able to close the program. We've been able to define what that dim is. We've been able to add that dim into 2 different areas. I think that's pretty much enough for now. Now, of course, please pay attention to the rubric, because the rubric will have very specific instructions. You're probably not going to want to put these both on the same button. You're probably going to want to have multiple buttons. Those buttons will also probably have to be exact dimensions. Same with your form, so on and so forth. So please pay attention to the rubric when it comes to actually designing your project on your own. But thank you very much. I hope these tutorials helped you out, and see you in class.